All right. So we find ourselves in a situation where we're asked the question, or we're confronted with this question: do you want to learn? Do you want to learn? Well, the answer is yes. And the first thing you want to do if you're taking some sort of a serious academic course is check over your notes and ask yourself, are my notes complete? If you're doing your work, you're on top of things, you've been there every day, and the answer is going to be yeah, my notes are complete. And of course, if that's the case, then you want to ask yourself, do you understand the notes? If the answer to that question is yes, and everything is going well, then you ask yourself the next question is, have I attempted the homework for that particular topic? Because usually a course is broken up into topics. And I'm going to kind of follow through this adventure of saying yes, because some people are going to be able to say yes about everything. Not everybody, though. Notice that there's no pathways as well. And so if the answer to the question, did you understand the homework, is yes, then you might have understood or you might have attempted the homework, but did it make sense to you? And if it made sense to you, wonderful. But did you get it all correct? Was everything right? Now, if you can say yes to that, then that's amazing. That's something that not everybody can do right away. Not everybody can take a look at this question here, which is kind of a big question. Did all the homework make sense after you tried it the first time? But if you can say yes, wonderful. Let's just call that amazing. This is the 100% everything worked out just the way you wished it would kind of scenario. And for some people, that is the path. But let's backtrack a little. Let's just say that you've looked over your notes, and the very first thing you answer is, well, no, I don't understand. Or, well, maybe we could even backtrack even further. Is if you don't even have your notes, we could say, we don't have notes. What's the next thing we should do is find a complete copy of the notes. Well, once you've got yourself a complete copy, that's great. You ask yourself, did I sit down and did I actually, now that I have a copy, fill it in? Well, okay, so yes, we did fill in the notes. So let's follow this up here. If I've now filled in the notes, do I understand them? If the answer is yes, we might go back into this very positive cycle. Or, did I understand them? Maybe the answer is no. And if the answer to, did you understand the notes, is no, then the next thing you want to do is find a peer, find a teacher, maybe use AI to help to understand it. And if now that you've understood it, we go back again, we ask the question, do you understand the notes now? Then we can go back into this cycle. You definitely need to get it explained. Let's go back over to this branch. Have you attempted the homework? Well, if the answer was yes, we had this lovely little pathway before. But if you haven't attempted the homework, the next step is simple. Do it. Get your homework done. Fantastic. That's the next step on your adventure. And after you've done the homework, assess it. Does it make sense? Now again, if we said that the answer was yes, fantastic. If it didn't make sense though, then that leads us up to this next possibility. That is probably pretty frustrating. And if that's pretty frustrating, then maybe you want to go back again, talk with your support network, your peers, teacher, AI, whatever it is, and that brings you back into your cycle of learning. Did you even understand the notes in the first place? Maybe you said you did, but maybe you're realizing that there's some holes. Let's go back to the homework. If you've gotten to the point in the homework where you've done it, you're not quite sure if you've got it right or not. Now you're saying, oh shoot, I think that I've got it wrong. Now, if you had the homework incorrect, that's okay. Again, you've got a support structure in place. You have peers. It may be that you have an instructor or teacher that's posted the solutions online or on paper in your classroom, or you could just talk directly with the teacher, talk with somebody. In this case, I probably wouldn't recommend AI. I would probably recommend a human contact. Go and talk with somebody to see if you can have a conversation about what you're struggling with. Now, after you've had that conversation, ask yourself again, are you able to do the homework now? If the answer is yes and you can get it correct, amazing. If the answer is no, again, probably frustrating, and you're going to enter back into your cycle of learning and look for your supports and how you can map out how you can revise what's not quite going right for you. Now, in the end, if you get to the point where you can answer yes, you do all the homework, and that's amazing, terrific. Notice that if you didn't fill in the notes and you didn't bother to go any further in this cycle, there is a destination. And it's the same place that you get to if everything's gone amazing. And it's the same place as if you never even wanted to learn in the first place. And that place is going to be to just have a cup of tea and look at the clouds. Now, the takeaway here is that all of this messiness, the messiness of learning and choosing not to learn, is going to get you to the same place. Now, it's a short stay because the people that went through the messiness are going to sit and look at the clouds and have a sense of peace because they'll know what's going on. Whereas the people that didn't go through the messiness are going to sit and look at the clouds and sip on their tea and have a little bit of peace and sitting as they sit in their ignorance. And so you got to decide where you want to be on this. You've got the safety net, you've got a plan, we've got a flowchart of action in place. Where do you want to be at? We'll all be sipping tea in the end after exams are over, but you got to decide whether you want to go through the messiness of learning or whether you want to take the other route. And I hope to see you in the help sessions. I hope to see you in class, and I would love to help you with your homework.